Welcome back, folks, to the Wakasong Arena here in Beijing, China. It is the final of the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019, and it is between Argentina and Spain. Here is how they got here from the quarterfinal zone. You see Argentina and Spain right there battling for the Naismith Trophy. And they've had some classic duels in the past. Was playing for Argentina. He was a big-time player then, just like he remains now, even at the ripe old age of 39 years of age. So I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Josh Davis. You know, years in the build-up, Josh, and you know, who would we have predicted would have been here? I mean, it just would have been anybody's guess. I'm not sure how many people predicted a final between Spain and Argentina.
It's crazy to think that, you know, the road that started back in November 2017 with the first window, the World Cup qualifiers, will now end here tonight with this great matchup of these two international powerhouses. You talk about the surprise factor. No USA, no Serbia, no Lithuania, no France, no Australia in this final. It's Spain, it's Argentina, but it's two of the three winningest programs of this century at the international World Cup level, so I'm not that surprised.
No, and clearly these teams, especially Spain, have tons of players that have played in the big games for their country. Argentina, with the talisman, Luis Scola, and also the exciting point guard, Facundo Campazzo, have really lit this tournament up and really, you know, I think that they've really captured the imagination with even their coach, Zaire Hernandez, saying this team is the best Argentina team that I've coached, you know, in terms of all the factors. Great defense and meeting the challenge. They were the team that ended the tournament or the title challenge of Serbia. That was their real marquee win, but they won some other big games along the way. Spain, well, you know, I think when people ask me, I say my heart says Argentina, my head says Spain. I mean, I think Spain, with all that experience, have the advantage. But you know what? They got to play the 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I expect an all-out performance here from both sides. You know, these are two of not only the best offenses, but the best defenses we've seen in the World Cup. And it is that fact that they are so familiar with each other. Obviously, 8 of these Argentinian players play in Spain at the club level. There's no escaping the Spanish factor.
Well, the fans are ready, the players are ready, and we're ready. And now we're going to have a pause in the commentary as we get ready for the playing of the national anthems for both Spain and Argentina.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthems. First, the national anthem of Spain.
女士们、先生们，请全体起立，奏西班牙国歌。
The national anthem of Argentina.
奏阿根廷国歌。
trophy. These are the fans that quite possibly are still pinching themselves that they've made it this far. Sergio Hernandez and Sergio Scariolo, friends but adversaries as well, in the biggest game of the world. There's the Naismith Trophy. And some very important figures that we're going to see as the players exchange pleasantries. The referees for tonight's game will be Cristiano Araújo from Brazil. He's the crew chief. Johan Grosso on the left there from France, and Steven Anderson from the USA on the right.
Brazilian referee leading the way.
And also Brazil legend, probably within touching distance of us, Oscar Schmidt, the legend. So we're going to take a look at the starting fives for both of these teams. I hope you appreciate the introduction, folks. We've been very happy with it. Look at this.
Well, we're about to augment your reality. First of all, you see Rudy Fernandez leads the way on the wing, but Ricky Rubio, the floor general as always. Marcus Gasol patrolling the paint. Pierre Oriola and Juancho Hernandez, the other forwards. Coming off the bench, Sergio Yule, the player to look out for Coach Scariolo.
And really, I should have said earlier, Rudy Fernandez also in that 2006 World Cup winning team for Spain that was coached by Pepe Hernandez.
And it could be a phenomenal summer for Marcus Gasol, capping off a NBA championship with the Toronto Raptors with a potential Naismith Trophy here at the World Cup. 14 points, over 5 rebounds, almost 4 assists. And it's just his mere presence. I mean, he hit so many clutch shots in the semifinal against Australia. In the second half of their very quiet first half, hit the go-ahead free throws at one point. Big threes was unbelievable. Argentina have their fair share of unbelievable players as well. You'll get to meet them right now. Their point guard, Facundo Campasso, has been electrifying throughout. Luis Scola, a force inside, but also able to take smaller players in the post and have bigger players on the perimeter. Brusino in the starting lineup, Marcos Guerrilla inside, and Garino, a bit of a do-it-all type of player, shoots the ball well, defends well. Off the bench, keep your eyes open for Gabriel Deck. He has been phenomenal these last couple of games when it's mattered most for Coach Sergio Hernandez. And Luis Scola, what more can we say about the Shanghai Shark player? He's right at home here in China, almost 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, and especially these last 2 performances, 20 and 10 in each against first Serbia and then France. 28 points, 13 rebounds in the semifinal. I couldn't really believe it. No one can actually explain what they're seeing right now from a legend, living legend, Luis Scola.
Well, Sergio Scariolo has kind of become a legend in his own right. You know, it was his incorporation of Spain after that 2008 Olympic campaign. He took the helm in 2009 and led him to the Eurobasket title. And with the exception of 2 brief years, 2013, 2014, when he moved away from the national team, he came back and has done a great job. So Sergio Hernandez for Argentina, there he is. First coached them in 2005, and of course he was at the helm in 2006 when they lost to Spain in the semifinals. And it's a game that he still is asked about because they were so close to going to the final. And of course we know what happened then. Spain did. They survived that game, and the next day they just rolled over the Greece team that had beaten the United States in the semifinals.
It's the battle of the Sergio coaches.
You might want to get the trophy out of the way. Well, here we go, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 final, and it is between Spain and Argentina. Spain, the red, attacking the basket to the right, winning the opening tip on both ends of the court. There he is on the baseline. Juancho Hernandez with the rebound. Shot clock winding down. Oriola, got it! That was a 2. about that?
Well, Oriola gets the scoring underway here. You anticipate the defensive intensity to be at an all-time high. Nothing will be easy tonight. There's another rebound for Gasol. Of course, Campazzo matching up with some of his Real Madrid teammates.
Rubio left open. And Ricky Rubio drills it.
Yeah, we've talked about this throughout the tournament. His improved scoring and also his willingness to take those shots.
And Garino has it knocked out of his hands by Oriola. Gasol for three! And it's a 7-0 lead for Spain.
Dream start right now for Spain. Argentina, they're usually the first ones to throw the first punch, essentially. And Spain comes out swinging here.
Well, perhaps we underestimate the defense that Spain plays. Brasino with a little runner.
That's a good sign for him. He's been somewhat struggling these last couple of games. Well, you mentioned Spain's defense. They come in second best in the tournament, allowing just 69 points per game. Obviously, Argentina third best defensively, so not too far behind, but it is not easy to score against the Spaniards.
And feeling the contact, Rubio puts it up. The push called. Watch Campazzo. And well, that was Gasol's three. And Rubio sinks the first.
Rubio actually the leading scorer for the Spanish team at 16 points per game. And he's still giving you the 6+ assists as well. So really taking on that mantle as a go-to player.
Campazzo. And he was short. Doesn't look quite as comfortable tonight here in the first couple minutes. Here's Rudy Fernandez. And that was an air ball and fell right into the hands of Juancho Hernan Gomez, and he puts it up and is fouled as well, so he'll go to the line.
Hernan Gomez, one of those X factors for Spain at any given moment, could light it up. And it's an early timeout for Argentina as nothing going right so far, especially on this side of the floor. We'll have a chance to listen to Coach Hernandez's first huddle.
Todos los tiros de ellos solos. 2 rebotes de Hernán Gómez ofensivos. Este con castigo. Sube la pelota Garino. ¿Qué no pasó, muchachos? ¿Qué no pasó? Si no puede. Acá hay 7 más, muchachos. 7 más.
Take a look at the early highlights for Spain.
Yeah, you see Oriola, his right foot was on the line. Gasol's was not. He was well behind the line.
4 of the 5 starters already putting up points here. Take a look at Gasol's stat line coming in. Mr. Consistency.
So Hernan Gomez plays in the NBA, trying to help his country win the Naismith Trophy. Gets the three-point play and takes their lead up to 10, its biggest of the game.
Argentina hasn't been in this situation too much this tournament. They've pretty much been ahead the entire time against every team.
Oh, quick pass, and Hernan Gomez knew it was coming. Rubio into the paint, Oriola. And that'll be Argentina possession after a foul on Rubio.
Blocks out there by Campasso. Rubio with the push in the back. You mentioned the other night, his technical foul kind of got Spain going.
Got him going, definitely. Good hands. You know, that passing game from Argentina has been so precise, so concise, but tonight has been disrupted.
Well, Spain has a lot of length on the floor. Even Hernan Gomez, 6'9", 2'5".
Campazzo puts up a three.
We talked about his magic. Hasn't quite found it just yet here in the first quarter.
Spain had to go to 2 overtimes to beat Australia. Now Oriola has it. And they are piling on the pressure.
How about that pass from Gasol? Campasso pushes the tempo.
And Scola gets it down low. And a lot of size down there for Spain.
All those shots were falling for Argentina in the last couple of games.
That last final in 2006 that Spain played in, they rolled out to a big early lead against Greece and never turned back. And at first they thought it was going to be a foul, but the referee says the ball was hit out of bounds and not a foul on Garino.
It's a good foul. I mean, a good block by Garino, but I think they're arguing that Gasol touched it after.
He did get him on the arm, in fact. He's probably lucky to get away without the C right there.
Yeah. It's called evening it out.
Good strong rebound from Scola. They need him to play as big as possible tonight. Brasino, that's good. The three-pointer. Oh, he's got some NBA experience with Dallas. And Manu Ginobili looking on, along with a host of other big names of the past. I'm sure we'll be catching a glimpse of some of the others as well. Gasol takes it down low, and another stop. Now Campazzo.
If you haven't had a chance to watch Argentina play, do not expect them to ever stop playing hard. They are relentless.
Brasino again. He's been quiet the last few games, and this is the perfect time for him. They need somebody to step up.
Well, legends are made in the biggest moments, and Brasino, who only is averaging 4.6 points per game, already with 8, all 8 here for Argentina.
Those are huge shots from Brasino. And here is the foul that was just called on Garino. And Rudy Fernandez takes a break, and Sergio Llull comes in, or Yui, as some are apt to call him. Here is Rubio driving in, battling for the ball. It's Gasol who goes up and can't get it to go. The lead can't get it back. Boy, Gasol looks like a giant in there. Here he is taking the three, rims out, and Campazzo comes up with the basketball. Now Garino, and a charge called on Garino.
Garino has to be careful here. The referee's very patient. It's his second foul as well. It did look like Llull was moving, although with a good job of just taking the contact. There you can see in the background some of the faces.
Well, I mean, I think we both saw that Garino on a previous trip probably got away with the foul on Marc Gasol, so these things have a way of evening out. Llull, great defense from Campazzo, and now he's got a chance to go in. Llull gets back and tries to stop his Real Madrid teammate, but he does not. And look at this, Argentina has battled back.
Well, check out the fake behind the back pass that froze Llull. And Campazzo so electrifying in the open court.
Look at those Argentina fans behind their bench. They are roaring. Now Rubio gets inside. He misses. Now Brasino quickly up to Garino. Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Hey, once again, Juancho making plays defensively. You gotta love the hustle. Argentina starting to find a rhythm in transition. The perfect chase down.
If you know. Fernandez.
Oh.
Well, you get 2 or 3 chances, you're gonna get a basket.
Footwork to get that shot off though by Rudy.
Yeah. 1 and out for Argentina, who trail again by 12 points, their largest deficit of the game. Fernandez. That's it. Gomez. How about that?
That's fair. The Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol work shot. And then Gomez coming alive here in the final. Finally. Well,
it's been a good night so far for the Charlotte Hornets. Nick Batum, and now Aaron Gomez. Look at this.
That's Hakeem Olajuwon-esque.
So Scola comes out, Vildoza comes out. As we look at all the smiles on the faces of the Spaniards who have doubled Argentina up, 28-14.
Well, if this last third place game taught us anything, is no lead is insurmountable. Australia with a 15-point lead in that one, and La Primotora can't knock down the 3.
Fernandez again. Good. And Spain off and running, up 17 points. And we're seeing Rudy Fernandez now in all his glory. And what a finish from La Provitola.
Wow, the finger roll. Nice move there.
As Rubio, good hands by Campasso. Brusino crosses midcourt, gets it to Campasso.
After mismatch, another switch.
Jack is going to try to take Fernandez over to La Provitola. Elia with the rebound, back outside to Campasso. La Provitola, that's another one.
Oh, confidence there from Nicolas La Provitola. Missed the first one, got a second chance. Campasso feeding him on the wing.
He hands it off to Willie. And Gomez and back to Rubio. And that's on Brusino. That is number 3. So 3 fouls on Brusino. Hayup is going to come in. Look at that. Kobe Bryant on the left, Tony Park on the right. Pretty good group of players watching the game here at courtside tonight that would, I'm guessing they could still get it done if they went out there. Yeah. Speaking of Hornets, Tony Parker.
Yeah, you see Tony Parker, Kobe Bryant drafted obviously by the Hornets. Keep it going.
There you go.
Also, I think Chris Bosh down there. Derrick Rose as well. Of course, Manu Ginobili, that's not a bad 5.
And driving in the charge called on Ricky Rubio.
Yep, used the elbow to clear out the space. Take a look here. Strong move though by Rubio. Thought he had the and one. It's waved off and he gets called for the foul. So that's 2 on Rubio. He'll come out. But Spain brings Sergio Llull right back in.
Well, you really got to salute Spain's defense right now. I mean, they have really shut Argentina. They've made life very difficult for them, shall we say.
That's 33% shooting for Argentina.
La Provitola, it's good. Boy, he is single-handedly bringing it back.
He's got the last 7 points for Argentina. So Brusino and La Provitola combining the scoring punch with Campasso and Scola struggling.
Llull uses the glass. to D'Elia. He couldn't control it.
He wasn't ready for that one.
And Gomez thought about launching it. Now here he is down low, and he's fouled by Ferreira.
Filler up, the youngest player in this final, 21 years of age. You see him just swiping down on Willy Hernan Gomez.
Interesting how certain players are better for certain games. I mean, Willy Hernan Gomez, we didn't really see too much of him in the semifinal. And here he is making two.
That's despite the fact that it was a double overtime game, but it seemed like Marc Gasol just was refusing to come out of that one.
I don't think they could afford to take him out the way he was playing. And La Provitola, great move, but the finish not there. And Gomez gets it over to Yule. Yule seems to be playing back to his best. He didn't have a great start to the tournament, but more and more influential. Digging and zagging. Claver now. And then Gomez. And now Claver is fouled. No, it'll be Argentina basketball. So Scola back.
Still scoreless. Does have 3 rebounds. By this point, the other night already had a double-double, it seemed.
Campazzo, they left him open. Here he is. D'Elia rolling to the basket. Now Hernandez wanting some full court pressure. And looks like the team forgot to do it. La Provitola chasing Ribas. And Ribas, well, thought he was going to pass it. Oh, and that's an unsportsmanlike on Ribas, and it's number 3. And he didn't want to foul him. He just kind of very cleverly, Campazzo kind of slowed up and got tripped up.
Oh, this could be a huge moment in the game here. Campazzo, a little bit winded, you see there, gets the steal, gets up ahead, and then gets tripped up by Ribas.
So it's 2 shots and possession.
Yeah, it's an easy call for the referees. We almost had a clear path to the hoop.
Huge opportunity for Argentina, who were really struggling. And they also get Ribas out of the game with 3 fouls. Campazzo back to a 10-point deficit. Oh, what a joy it is to be sitting here in Beijing and watching the final of the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
And Argentina looking to regroup and see if they can climb back up here.
Of course, this is 11 years on from Spain playing in this very arena in the final of the Olympics against the United States, and that was one of the all-time classics. The USA actually winning that one in the end, pulling away just at the end, 118 to 107. But you know, some of these Spain players were in that game. Rudy Fernandez, Marc Gasol, so Ricky Rubio was in that team, and it has again been a venue of incredible games at this World Cup. But there have been 8 cities all over China that have hosted games, and it's been a fantastic 32-team World Cup. First time ever the World Cup has been in China.
Well, it's funny you bring up that Olympic game. Just saw Chris Bosh backstage there, and obviously Kobe Bryant was at center court being awarded a honorary uniform. And, those two have obviously the best of memories from the Wuchashang.
Well, Kobe Bryant, a World Cup global ambassador, along with Dirk Nowitzki and Yao Ming. those 2 fouls. Playing a solid game tonight, and you know Spain are going to want to come out and lower the boom if they can from the off. If Argentina don't come out strong, it's going to be over quickly.
Yeah, and again, if there's one team in this World Cup that I'd expect to come out guns blazing, it's definitely Argentina. They have the quickness on the perimeter. They have the experience of Scola inside. You know, the key will be, can they get knocked down some outside shots? So far, just 3 of 13 from 3. And Campazzo and La Pivotora, just 1 of 8 combined. But also, if I'm Hernandez, I'm telling my guys, listen, we've gotten some fast break opportunities. You know, they're outscoring Spain 8-2 in transition. But it's the rebounding, you know, minus 11 on the boards for a team that's, you know, even though they're small in the average height, just 6'5", 1.96 m, and they do give up a few centimeters and inches there to Spain. When you have that intensity they play with, it usually doesn't really matter as much. As you see there, the stats from the 2 leading guys in that first half, Rusino and Fernandez, 8 points apiece.
Ellos usan esto o el pase atrás para Gasol 3 puntos. ¿Está claro? Vamos,
So Ricky Rubio is going to start the second half here with his 3 fouls. Saw Rudy Fernandez attempting to become 2-time world champions. Rubio avoids Campazzo. Spain start with possession here at the half. And Campazzo reaches in, comes up with a steal.
That's his 4th steal, despite not scoring.
Mendoza started here, and now a quick foul called on Spain. 2 fouls now on Oriola.
Gavino, another one of those guys who just wasn't able to get it going. Need his shooting alongside Mendoza's.
Mendoza gets in the paint, takes the bump, very cleverly invites the contact, and goes to the line.
It's a great sight for him. 91% free throw shooter in this World Cup.
Yeah, definitely. The way he went up, Mendoza's head caught Rudy's mouth. And Mendoza makes the first. They played 4 minutes in the first half. Interesting that he gets to start here, and that cuts it to a 10-point deficit.
Well, here comes the backcourt pressure from Argentina. They want to speed up the game.
Rubio probes. Argentina got a hand on that. Gasol goes to work on D'Elia. Turns and draws the foul. And what we saw against Australia was Gasol making free throw after free throw after free throw.
Yeah, he's so hard to stop down there, especially when he's able to establish that position. You know, he still has that kind of a wide body that's hard to get in front of. He's also so smart. The commentators curse not on that one. Nearly.
Scola had to get something, a Band-Aid or something, I don't know what it was, but anyway, he kept running back right when Gasol was in the motion of the free throw. And Gasol makes again. I don't think I've seen him miss a free throw the last couple of games.
He's at 76% for the tournament. A lot of those misses came in the earlier rounds.
Campazzo is blocked. And a great block is when you get possession, and Spain did. Rubio. Fernandez open, that's off to the left. Boy, Hernan Gomez was boxed out, but was able to, with his length, get his hands on the ball.
Marc Gasol, former Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA. Again, preventing Campasso to really get going. 1 of 8 now.
Great pass to Oriola. Up too hard, but Rubio was there for the follow.
Marc Gasol, especially that high post where you can see pretty much everything on the floor. Makes a great decision. It leads to a Rubio putback.
Scola for 3. 14-point advantage. Big ask for D'Elia. Taking on Gasol before the shot.
Take a look, the foul committed right there. Gasol doesn't put the ball back down. Switches to the left hand, but no basket.
Well, that's a very difficult assignment. Scola trying to force the turnover. Rubio goes off one leg.
Trying to draw the foul.
Interesting place to draw the foul that far away from the basket.
There's a force feed.
Scola takes it down low, and great rebound again by Gasol. Scola wanting to get some contact fouls. Again, this time the pass to Juancho, and he's fouled by Carino.
Easy, Scola. Easy. Yeah, I know. Hey, that's it. That's enough.
Well, we see the referee giving the warning to Scola after the great execution for Spain, cross screen to free up Juancho, and then Carino commits his 3rd foul, so timeout on the floor.
Lucas se queda todo el campo solo, presionando el balón. Los demás vienen a jugar acá. 2-2, mitad de cancha, hasta que pase mitad de cancha. Incluso jugamos con pinta de atrape acá, sin llegar a hacerlo, salvo que lo vean fácil. Cuando ellos llegan, Rudy Fernández, que lo toma vos o lo toma él, está en el personal. Los demás, 2 and 1, Rudy Fernández.
Argentina still not able to get going offensively. Just 2 points.
Spain perfect at the free throw line, always an important stat. 10 of 10.
Really?
I didn't want to jinx it, but just stating the facts. And the 1-2 effort leaves them with a 15-point lead. Vildoza back to Scola. Now Campasso.
Rubio took a shot from Scola.
D'Elia blocked by Gasol.
Hasn't had to do much.
Scola gets the foul called on Gasol. Well, we might see some points on the board now from Scola.
And the left arm came, reached around, wrapped him around the body. You see the clobber. Good footwork, will pivot, turn around jumper. Fans loving it.
Well, you see Claver out there, you see Rivas, you see Yule. They've all overcome big-time injuries.
Yeah, Yule missed the Eurobasket with a torn ACL.
Those are the kids of Luis Scola. Look at that. And I think the wife on the far left. It's funny seeing him going out there and celebrating the other night, and all of a sudden you saw these kids pop out with Scola shirts.
First 2 points for Scola, and they come at the free throw line. Still 0-5 from the field.
Yule. Wow. They are a machine-like.
Well, just think about the fact they bring that man off the bench. Any team would be happy to have Sergio Yule as a starting point guard.
Well, yeah, and that's going to help Scola up now. I mean, Yule can easily start. He's got so many starters in his team, he has to bring them off the bench. Lilian Gomez comes in, Gasol goes out. So the Hernan Gomez brothers on the court at the same time. This will be a memorable moment for their family, just like we've seen in the past with Los Gasols on the court at the same time.
Yeah, Spain take the meaning of brotherhood to another level.
Again, gets to the line and makes the first and the second. Don't underestimate this performance by Spain. I mean, you know, Argentina beat Serbia, they beat France. They're semifinals again here. Serbia in the quarterfinals. Yule. Gomez, he gets a couple of free throws. Foul called on La Provitola. Rubio looking on. But it's not having the same impact on tonight's game as he has throughout this tournament, but he hasn't really needed to be just him tonight.
Right, and he's still the leading scorer, 11 points. As you see a couple of Chinese celebrities in the building. Yeah, he's got 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists.
20-point lead. All you can do if you're Argentina is keep playing hard. Pass to Scola. It's blocked by Claver. They just keep coming at him in waves. Spain, their defense has just been impressive. Yule has it knocked out of his hands by La Provitola. La Provitola has it knocked out of his hands, but it goes to Dick, and then he gets blocked by Hernan Gomez.
Well, they're blocking shots left and right.
And center.
And what is it called, Jeff?
Height. It's called the Great Wall in China. The Great Wall of Spanish defenders.
So it's a 20-point lead for Spain. Again, they came in as the second best defensive team in the World Cup, allowing just 69 points per game. You see why. It's a struggle.
Watch Hernan Gomez. Really dodge that. See if they can shave some points off this deficit. Give themselves a chance in the fourth quarter. Brasino gets it back to Scola, takes the bump, and that's going to count. That was on the way down. Oh, he's saying it was on the way up. I thought it was on the way down.
Scola can't catch a break here.
Here it is again. Watch this. It was more on the way up, wasn't it?
We'll get another look. Yeah. It's a fair call.
It's a great block and a great call by the Brazilian referee.
Spain already at 6 blocks.
Thank goodness for the free throw line from Scola, because he's struggling to get points otherwise. He's got all 5 at the line. Full court pressure here. Break it easily. So back to an 18-point deficit now. Spain with fuel. Fernandez drives in. Oh boy. Beautiful stuff from Rudy Fernandez.
Came to play here today. Joins Rubio in double digits now with 10.
Vitola draws a foul. And then the Mamma Mia comes from Spain's Italian coach, Sergio Scariolo. This is again. Well, he got him a little bit on the right wrist, in fact. And that's looks of frustration there for Argentina as they find it tough to get anything against Spain.
Vitola, their leading scorer, 10 points for him. And they're going to try to put full court pressure.
Really so physical, so strong base, strong legs, great shooter. Playing Brasino. And Rudy goes in and really takes the punishment. And Scola's going to try to help him up. I hope you appreciate Rudy Fernandez. I mean, I don't think he gets enough credit for everything that he has done in his career. He has been there for all the great times. Amazing player.
Yeah, Rudy Fernandez.
Especially for Spain. Look at him.
Scola just making sure that he doesn't get a shot off. Hard fall.
Fernandez is had back injuries that he's dealt with. And of course, his time in the NBA, you know, never shied away from the contact. They loved him in Portland.
Yeah, was involved in the All-Star Weekend a few times, both as a dunker and a three-point shooter, just to show you his versatility and athleticism. He's had an incredible career at Real Madrid.
And before that, Badalona. I think Scola might have some blood that he needs to get seen to on his left leg. So it's going to be Campasso that comes back into the game. So the substitutes height and experience with speed. He's got like a floor burn. He's got his seen to Vildosa. 19-point lead for Spain. It is an amazing country when it comes to basketball, and we're seeing it yet again tonight. Spain on top by 19 points heading to the fourth quarter. Scola, Campasso, Laprovitola, Brasino, and Deck in the game for Argentina. Here's Campasso. Back to Deck. And he takes it all the way. And Ginobili says, just keep fighting, guys. Not sure what Oscar said since he's Brazilian. Maybe fellow South American, he's pulling for them. You never know.
Shot clock winding down.
Yule puts it up from a long way out. And I thought it hit the rim.
No, they're calling a foul on Hernan Gomez.
All right, okay.
Went over the back of La Provitola.
Scariolo appealing for a foul to have been called as Yule got rid of it there. Okay, yeah, that was a good call, right? Coming over the back. So that is, how many fouls is that? Anyway, and now Rivas fouling La Provitola. Goes up to check on him.
2 quick fouls in the first minute for Spain.
These guys go out. You know why the crowds are good in Spain when it comes to watching basketball, don't you? I mean, they have some very good basketball there.
Without question.
Scola spent so many years at Baskonia in Vitoria. The Basque Country here is La Provitola, and the block by Willy Hernan Gomez.
And he lets them know about it as well. Hernan Gomez really making a difference here defensively.
I hope MJ is watching this. Now, good defense. Paver able to get it to Rudy Fernandez. And Fernandez fouled by Campasso.
Yeah, Campasso has found himself arguing a few calls here tonight. You see the block once again. Hernan Gomez just smacking it off the backboard. That's now the 7th block to go with 9 steals. 3 blocks alone for Hernan Gomez.
Rule dumps it there to Gomez. Turner puts it up. Well, you're talking about the new generation of Spain. That's going to be part of it right there. Scola steps into a three-pointer, no. And Brusino picks up foul number 4. Oh no, it's going to be foul in Spain.
Yeah, Brusino might have had just the inside position.
So the foul was on Juancho Hernan Gomez. It's his 3rd.
You see that Bruce? Oh no, Juancho did have the inside track, but he used that right arm to kind of clear out space from Brusino.
So much goes on in there. Sometimes hard to figure out who it is. Spain certainly thought the foul was on Argentina. La Provitola and Rudy Fernandez. Even the guards are rebounding well for Spain. Rubio back in.
Well, 4 different players for Spain have 7 rebounds. That tells you alone how much they're dominating the glass.
Argentina in a race against time right now. And stops and points. Campasso called for the foul on Rubio. But I've got to be honest. Rubio has not gotten some calls tonight. So he's owed 1 or 2.
Well, that left forearm.
Yep, and he got him.
Rubio selling it extremely well.
Good play by La Provitola, getting it right back. Puts up a 3! They're not going to quit, folks. They're not giving up. La Provitola.
That's off Rubio's
Great defense. Was it Deck that forced the turnover? Well, La Provitola has been sensational. Look at him chasing the ball and then putting up the 3.
Here's Deck inside.
And now Argentina has cut the deficit to 14.
Well,
still a long way back, but you never know.
Still plenty of time. All we need is 2 points a minute. We're right back in it.
But incredibly, La Provitola has a game-high 14 points, and Deck is second with 13 points. quite 13, isn't it, for him?
Yeah,
Anyway, let's listen to Coach Scariolo.
Vamos a tener. Tenemos situaciones para salir de la presión. Tenemos special 3, special 5 también. Ahora quieren molestar el bote a la mano. ¿Ok? Y ahora, volvemos estático jugando 5. 5 arriba, 5 lados, 5 abajo. Nancy, pase, gol. Volvemos a jugar ahí. ¿Ok? El partido es largo todavía. Ayudarse a la hora de subir la contra el que defiende la.
Well, it's a very interesting game when you look at the box score for Spain. You mentioned the fact that La Privatola and Deck leading scorers in the game. For Spain, Rudy has 11, Ricky has 11, Willy Hernan Gomez go with 9, Gasol with 8, Yul with 8, and Juancho with 8. So you have 6 different guys between 8 and 11 points, just really spreading the wealth. Complete team effort from Spain, but now they have to put the game away. These next few minutes, Argentina, chance to fight all the way back.
So Rubio going up against Campazzo. Scola guarding Gasol. Yul, shot clock down to 2. He's got to launch it. He does get it all. Here comes Campazzo now for Argentina. And takes some contact. Was going for the 3-point play, but he'll have to settle for 2 free throws.
That really would have gotten Spanish fans nervous if that would have fallen to the and 1. It's 4 fouls now on Juancho, Hernan Gomez, and just when you thought the fans were taken out of the game, here comes Argentina.
Look at what he's going up against. Hernan Gomez and Gasol. You can't help but applaud these guys. Just love the effort from both of these teams tonight. 10 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, make it 11 points now. Yul trapped. Can he get rid of it? He does indeed to Rubio. Goes off one leg. Oh boy, that was clutch.
Rubio's really good at going left and jumping off 1 foot. See, he works on that shot.
La Provitola. The follow. Is it going to count? Is it a 2? Yes, it is. They say that he touched it.
Well, Deck once again making the hustle plays.
He just passed La Provitola now as the game-leading scorer. $15 points for Deck. Yul explodes to the basket. What a tough move. And Scola's wife, Senora Scola.
La Provitola, 35 points combined out of the 66. You see the 2 high-flying ones right there. But those 2 have come to play. You can't fault their effort.
Spain are being made to work for the entire 40 minutes to get this win. Their lead has been cut to 12, now it's back up to 13. They've been in front in this game by as many as 22 points. So you have to salute Argentina for continuing to work and believe. And Rubio's free throws take it back up to a 14-point advantage. Campazzo for 3, that's short. And Rudy Fernandez flies in for the rebound.
8 rebounds now for Rudy.
Rudy a bounce pass to Gasol. Scola now brings it up. And the 39-year-old Argentina basketball icon can't get it to go. It'll be Argentina ball. Tremendous effort.
These were the plays that Scola was making the other night. There she just can't quite finish.
Great defense.
Fortunate to not be called for a loose ball foul.
Argentina's players on the bench looking on, hopefully now a foul called on Ribas.
His fifth.
So he's out of the game, and Yule comes back in.
Of course, Yule has 4, so Spain definitely being called for the fouls, but it's 25 fouls on Spain. There's 24 fouls been called on Argentina. It's definitely even on that front.
Well, let's just say it's a physical game. There's a lot of contact out there. Timeout, 4:29 remaining. Spain on top, 80-66. Let's go listen in to Coach Hernandez.
Escúchenme cuando yo hablo. Por más que estén calientes, que quieran salvar el partido heroico, lo único que nos dio puntos, o un ataque rápido claro, o jugando una bola inteligente. Conseguimos full y gol, tiro de 3, no hagamos locuras. Obviamente yo sé, tenemos que buscar posiciones de 7 segundos. Yo sé, no locas. Vamos, todo el campo, desde el hombre a hombre, no sola, hombre a hombre. Al grande que se queda alto lo toma Gaby, grande que se va lo toma Luis. Si van los dos grandes, van los dos nuevos. No defienden al que pasa. No defendemos al que saca, pero atrapamos.
So La will head to the free throw line once again. Looking to add his point total. He's 5 of 6.
But look at deck. It's all hands on deck.
Indeed.
And he makes the first one. I can't, you could not have asked for a better performance from La Provitola tonight. He has been utterly sensational for Argentina. $17 points for him. Now they're chasing Rubio. Rudy keeps it away from Campasso. They know what he's like. They play with him every day in practice in Madrid. And Scola reaches over and fouls Gasol, who now has 2 free throws.
Scola being aggressive, going for the steal. Obviously desperation time now for Argentina. So the chance to go into double figures.
And this is the first one.
Foul in the end by Scola. Oh, I believe I almost lost it, but look who's there to save the day.
Deck is, and now Deck gets him down low, whips the pass to Brasino, guarded by Rudy. Over to Scola for 3.
Oh, Campasso.
Now Rubio has it up the wing. And Spain happy to take a few seconds off the clock here.
Scola now 0 of 5 from 3. He just wasn't missing any of those in the quarters and semis.
Good defense, Brasino, but late in the shot clock called for his 5th foul. That fast start by Spain has made them extremely hard to reel in tonight. It was really imperative for Spain to have that start, I think, because if you allow Argentina to have it, to build that confidence, that's when they become even more dangerous. But Spain got on top, and they have been excellent. Even with the runs from Argentina, Spain getting some execution. And here's Gasol showing, yes, indeed, he can shoot free throws after those rare misses.
fifth Spanish player in double figures. Keep talking about their offensive balance.
Campazzo. And obviously the presence of Gasol affected the shot. Rubio cleverly gets it over to Rudy, who's been brilliant tonight.
He's approaching a double-double. Doesn't often get those for Spain, but chance to tonight.
And Yul drives it in and banks it in, and Spain now lead by 16. Deck goes baseline. Boy, his stock clearly rising. Invest now, I would advise you. Before it goes out of sight. Here is Gasol. Now he has 4 fouls.
A lot of reaching in this game, and the referees calling most of them.
Celebrations already underway amongst the Spanish fans. They are within touching distance, they believe, of a second world title. Great sporting nation, really, in basketball. I mean, it doesn't matter, really. They got so many good teams in so many different sports. Great individual athletes, but this Spain team is right there at the top.
Well, thanks to guys like Gasol. Can't talk enough about his semifinal performance. 33 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists in that one. Here, once again, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and a couple blocks. There's another one.
Gets inside, and now the foul call on Scola, who just hasn't been able to make the desired impact tonight.
And see the block again by Gasol. Scola coming over the back. So almost walk it down. 2 more free throws for Gasol. That's his 8th one to the 4th quarter.
Scola experienced that disappointment back in 2002 when they really believed they were going to win that title, but lost in overtime to Yugoslavia in Indianapolis. And here he is 17 years later, and really it looks inevitable here as Spain just they've bent a little bit, but they haven't broken. And now Gasol pushing the lead back up to 7. And now 18 points.
Well, Spain has led since the opening tip. Argentina hasn't been able to get back into the game as Deck, nope.
Paso hoping that he might get a foul call as he attempted to put back. Faro is going to come into the game, I guess, for Scola, and there should be a lot of applause for Scola as he exits the court. Redivo also is going to come in. Here is Yul driving down the lane. And Spain, well, the fiesta has started. Bounce pass, oh, look at that. Threw it right between the legs again. Through Clavera this time, he nutmegged it. So Cafaro will indeed come in for Scola, and Redivo comes in for Campazzo. And there's going to be a lot of cheers for both of those guys as they exit the court.
Well, standing ovations around the gym from the likes of Ginobili, Kobe Bryant, Chris Bosh for both Scola and Campazzo. And that just shows you the respect that those 2 players have garnered, not just in this World Cup, but
around the world.
Yep.
Rubio for 3, that's good. And he turns around and he can feel it.
That's what they call the dagger.
Cafaro catches it before it goes out of bounds. Rubio, Rubio has gotten silver medals at Olympics. He's gotten gold. You know, he's finished the top of the podium at Eurobaskets. But this is going to be his greatest achievement, really. You go back and you look at how Spain approached this whole process right before the November qualifiers in 2017. Of course, before Eurobasket 2017, they announced 2 squads. They announced the Eurobasket squad, and they also announced the squad that was going to play in the European qualifiers. They went into the European qualifiers. They had a tough group with Montenegro, with Slovenia, with Belarus,
Latvia, I believe.
and then they played Latvia in the next round. And, you know, they just had a plan from the very beginning how they wanted to approach this. That was the key. They had a plan, even with a lot of these frontline guys not there. And they came out and they won a lot of games. And it's culminating here with this incredible moment, the second world title for the country. And it has been decisive, although Argentina has certainly given them a fight. Victor Claver there and Juan Gomez celebrating, and you can only be happy for those players in Spain. Kino Colom, number 1, really probably the big star in their European qualifiers campaign. Turns it over. Yeah, you're up. 21-year-old has it. No look pass to Gaisi, and now Cafaro. Redivo comes out and hits the 3. Well, that's what he did during the Americas qualifiers. He's a big-time scorer in Spain as well, Redivo.
Staying out of bounds.
And Rudy Fernandez, like Marc Gasol. You know, back in 2006, really was probably remembered for being on the other end of those alley-oop passes from Sergio Rodriguez. Tonight, he has been the all-round battler for Spain. Look at these guys coming off the bench. Just so much quality in that Spanish national team setup. It's no surprise they're number 2 in the FIBA World Ranking, presented by Nike.
Exactly. Hernan Gomez, now number 6. 6 players for Spain in this final, stepping up 10-plus points.
Javier Bayron. Great to see him get some minutes. Spanish basketball, folks. Whether you like it or not, they are back on top of the basketball world tonight. Sergio Hernandez congratulates Sergio Scariolo. And both teams congratulate each other. It's been a magnificent World Cup. There's no doubt these were the 2 teams that really distinguished themselves as the best. And Spain just had too much tonight. They had the great start. They've come out and they have proven once again they are indeed the best. They've beaten everybody in front of them. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. And when you beat a team like Argentina that gave trouble to everyone they faced, Spain 20-point victory, dominating fashion, start to finish. What a game from the Spaniards. The coaches obviously celebratory mode, understandably so here.
To win an NBA title, and now this. There's Kobe Bryant, the 2-time Olympic champion. FIBA Basketball World Cup Global Ambassador. He is going to be one of the presenters for the TCL Player of the Game, along with Lee Dong-Chen and Wei Chu, the TCL Vice President, Lee Dong-Chen, the TCL Chairman.
And obviously, they've been handing out the TCL Players of the Game after every game, but none matters more than this one.
From Spain, number 9,
Ricky Rubio. Well, richly deserved. This kind of illustrates what we're talking about. He hasn't put a foot wrong. How many people can say that they've been the player of the game in the final of the FIBA Basketball World Cup?
Congratulations to Ricky Rubio. Thank you to DCL and Kobe Bryant.
Rubio just kind of a sweetener. Obviously, it's winning the Naismith Trophy, which is the best honor of all. We're also going to have the All-Star 5 be presented tonight. It'll be tour guide Demerel, who is the FIBA Vice President.
士们、先生们，下面颁发篮球世界杯最佳阵容。
Awards will be presented by FIBA Vice President.
These All-Star 5 selections are almost impossible. I know they take votes, but here's tour guide Demerel, former Turkish Basketball Federation president.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, we'll see who the All-Star 5 are, and then I'll reveal who my votes were. See how many I got right.
2019.
Well, don't ask me to reveal mine.
I'm hoping maybe one.
篮球世界杯最佳阵容的是。
So the All-Star 5, we're going to start seeing who they are. Bogdanovic. Well, no surprise there.
One of one so far.
I knew when I saw you vote for him that he was going to make it, because I know that your vote counts twice as much as everybody else's.
Well, he finishes the tournament with the most points overall at 183 and 22.9 points per game for Bogdanovic. A phenomenal tournament for him, especially shooting the ball. I mean, he was 35 for 66 from 3, 53%.
Evan Fournier as well. Who can ever forget the performance that he put in against the United States?
Don't even say it. Oh, you have to say it. Yeah, Fournier finishes the tournament 19.8 points per game and a bronze medal, leading France in third place.
Dressing for comfort tonight,
From Spain,
Ricky Rubio, yet again making the All-Star 5.
That means we will indeed have 3 guards on the All-Star 5. Even though you can only vote for 2, but I guess in terms of number of players.
Well, that made sense. Could have very easily had Pat Mills out there.
Yeah, Patty Mills probably the one guy who got gypped, not because of his performance.
Now Spain, Marc Gasol makes it, no surprise as well. I guess also Campasso isn't going to make it, which is pretty brutal. He was pretty tough. And but nevertheless, you just have too many, don't you? We need to have the second team. Marc Gasol.
The All-Star 6, the All-Star 10.
There you go. I vote for that. And Luis Scola, despite his tough night tonight.
Listen to the ovation.
Probably the biggest ovation of all for Luis Scola, the 39-year-old appearing in his 5th FIBA Basketball World Cup. Utterly sensational and being applauded by everybody.
Well, that's not a bad starting 5. Rubio at the 1, Bogdanovic at the 2, Fournier at the 3, Scola at the 4, and Gasol at the 5.
You know, you look at guys like Scola and you say, here's a guy that needs to stay involved in basketball for the rest of his life. But when I look at Luis Scola, I think of even bigger things. You get my drift? I mean,
no political statements.
Well, you know, he is going to make an impact in so many different ways. So many, you know, it's just such an inspiration to see him not only in the Argentina shirt, but even on the court.
Also at TISO president.
He's going to present the MVP award. You get my drift? I mean,
no political statements.
Well, you know, he is going to make an impact in so many different ways. So many, you know, it's just such an inspiration to see him not only in the Argentina shirt, but even on the court.
Also at TISO president.
He's going to present the MVP award. So I'm pretty confident that the MVP is going to come out of one of the members of the All-Star 5.
And I can be more confident in his Spanish player.
One never knows. Ricky Rubio has been named MVP. Wow. Exclamation mark on an utterly sensational tournament for him.
Ricky Rubio has been Spain's leading scorer throughout the tournament and deservingly earns the MVP, finishes over 16 points per game, over 6 assists per game.